Hey, Friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And it's time to do some self-analysis, Larson. I think it's time for the Friendos to give us a performance review, and we're going to do that by looking at the worst comments on our YouTube channel, Larson.
I'm sorry if I look like I'm smelling a fart, but I'm ready to get annoyed. I'll say that right now.
Oh, wow. All right.
I'll say that right now. Here, I blame you for this, honestly, because you're the one that's like, oh, I want our star ratings to be seen the same way as Meltzer and generate all sorts of toxicity and all this nonsense. I'm like, no, I want to foster foster an environment where people have, sensible conversations about what they like, didn't like, what they agree with, and if they disagree with us, that's fine. But we don't need toxicity.
Oh yeah, no, that's where the good stuff is. That's when you start getting the good.
You
numbers
may
when
reconsider
you make
after
people
some of
angry.
these comments. I'll tell you what.
I haven't even looked at these, so go ahead and let's hear them. Go ahead.
All right, I'll
What's the
start with
first
this one. I'm not even sure I know what this means.
Great, perfect.
This one said, both you guys are vulture marks. There's more. In the worst way. And you're probably too old and in denial to realize this, so enjoy marking the rest of your lives.
What video is this in reference
This is the first batch here, including this one, is from the comments from our star ratings for Revolution 2025.
AEW stuff is always very, like, people will go a little crazy with AEW stuff.
Vulture Mark. I'm not familiar with that.
I mean, number one, it's a cool name for a band. I hope nobody took it, because if you and I ever start that, shoegaze band.
Well, it was shoegaze country is what it was.
Shoegaze.
That's what it was.
Wait a second. Have we talked about this before?
I've had an idea in my mind for a long time about a shoegaze country band.
Fuck yeah, let's do it, man. That sounds great. I can can I do like some like a little Johnny Cash type thing, or like some who was the guy that I used to sing?
Glenn Danzig.
Yeah, it'd be like a cross between like Johnny Cash, Glenn Danzig, and the guy I used to karaoke.
Oh, George Jones.
How's it going, everybody? My name's Steve. This is Larson, and we are the Vulture Marks. That sounds cool. I'm making shirts.
All right, there we go. Also, the same commenter has one for you specifically, Steve. Says, also, Steve, you're killing the 5-star rating by going over 5 stars. You guys are literally no different than those other guys, except that you release your ratings a few days before Meltzer. How am I getting grouped in with you? I don't go over 5 stars.
Oh, I love it, though. Well, no, that's what he said to me. That's not a criticism towards you.
But he says you guys are literally no different. I'm different. I don't go over 5 stars.
Buddy, I hate to tell you this. We're attached to the hip. No, did you hear what he said, though? Number one, he gave us a great band name. Number two, he said, we're no different than those other guys, Larson. We're there. According to Vulture Marks, we are now on the same level as Meltzer. That's great. I say that's an achievement unlocked right there, friend. I love it. That's great. Yeah. The 5-star thing, I get it. Larson has it's like a hard wall for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine is basically like my hard wall is like 6 stars. And again, that's just sort of the going and raw way of doing things,
you just
man.
adjust all your ratings so 5 is the tops? That way we're operating under the same scale.
Why don't you adjust up to 6?
Because how many times is like top of the scale 6 stars? No, it's 5.
Hey, who was that said all that stuff?
I didn't give names. Do you want names?
For that one, because I really liked it.
Stephen Reed.
Stephen Reed. Oh, man, it's another Steve. What's up, Steve? We're the samesies. We're on the same page here. Contras aligned.
Next one. This one just says, Larson is insufferable. Thumbs down.
No lies told, Larson. Insufferable. Wow. That's not a very nice thing to say. If this said Steve is insufferable, I would have been like, oh, this is a Larson burner account. That's okay. Let him blow off some steam.
I needed to vent. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Next one. This one's kind of long.
Good. The longer, the better.
For the joking digs you take at the other guys, you sure rate things on their scale. Again, this is from Revolution. Nothing on this show, apart from the Kenny match, was above 3 stars.
What?
I'll continue. You powerbomb a person off a stage and then go on to have a 13-minute match. That is not a 5-star match, 3 at best, because you've now shown me a powerbomb off the stage is a nothing move when it should be a match ender and even an injury angle. 5-star spots, maybe, but a match, nah. Cage match, the same. You do a Spanish fly off the top of the cage, then you still need to hit your finishers, no chance. Are we grading these matches by spots or by the actual match? No, remember, half this stuff in a week. Know the kind of stuff people remember? Prepare yourself, Steve.
What is the stuff that people remember?
Rikishi diving off a cage. Been 25 years, and that spot is still remembered on Orangevale pay-per-view. Because it was the spot, not just a number of big spots in one match.
We watched that one live, I think, the Rikishi one. You're talking about like that clusterfuck Hell in a Cell match, right? I think that's what he's talking about.
I mean, technically, he didn't dive off the cage. He was pushed off by The Undertaker.
I remember that match. I remember not being terribly fond of the match. I remember that spot being a big deal. You have to appreciate, I guess, that we know what his favorite match of all time is.
Yeah, that's true.
6-man Hell in a Cell, which is cool.
Yeah.
But you know, maybe his rating goes from -2 to 3.
That could be.
To assign a star rating that's like, this one's only 3. It seems a little bit on the arbitrary side. Oh, it's 3 stars because it didn't make sense. So you get docked 2 stars for not making any sense.
Well, I mean, if the top of the star rating is 3, then that makes sense then.
But you're right. You're right, though. If the top is 3 and the bottom is -2, then that makes sense.
Or maybe it's just 0 to 3, and it goes by like quarter or 8-star increments in between.
But he's saying this isn't the best possible match. He's saying like, this is a mid-level match or a slightly better than mid-level match.
Yeah.
Because it didn't make any sense. I would just think, can't you just go 0 stars? Oh, that didn't make any sense. This match shouldn't have happened. 0 stars.
Yeah. Yeah. How about this? Everything either gets 0 or 5. Nothing in between. It makes sense to you? 5-star match. Logical, sensible, rational pro wrestling storytelling. If any plot holes exist, 0 stars.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, well, that makes sense.
All right, we got some here from Elimination Chamber. Of course, that's where John Felix Anthony Cena won the Chamber match, turned heel.
Was our star ratings?
What?
Our star ratings?
Yeah, our star ratings. This is just from our star ratings.
Okay.
This one says, how in the world is Roxanne the MVP of the Women's Chamber? She entered 4th and was eliminated 3rd. And one of those before her was Naomi, who didn't even start the match. Liv carried. I think during our star ratings, we were really talking up Roxanne's performance.
Oh, yeah. No, she was terrific.
She was terrific. Liv was terrific, too.
Oh, it's the Liv stands. Yeah, you got to be careful for them. Little crazy. You know, not quite all there. Go get some help. Because this whole Liv derangement syndrome, not a good deal there. Got to be careful with that. Roxanne was terrific in that match.
She was, as was Liv.
Liv was terrific in that match, too. I think we said she was terrific in that match.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so a lot of people taking us to task for our star rating for Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn.
What I think I gave it like 4.5, and I think
probably went 4.25. Good ratings. Very good.
You only went 4.25.
I don't remember. I don't remember what it was.
Okay.
So, anyways, we got 3 comments about that.
3.
If the exact match happened between Hangman and Swerve instead of Kevin and Sami, they would given it 5 stars. Laughing face emoji.
You know what, man? That gets under my skin. I'll be vulnerable, Steve, here for a second.
What, the emoji?
The laughing emoji.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I hate that.
Sticks in your craw.
Huh? Oh, man.
You feel like you're being mocked.
They're pointing at me.
And laughing.
They're pointing at me in jest and laughing at me. That's how they feel about me. You know, I've lived too long for people to point and laugh at me, Larson. God damn you.
Yeah. Next one here. Love you guys, which is nice to say.
Okay, good. Can we stop there?
No, you're wrong. On Sami and Kevin match was by far the best match of the night. Easy. 5 out of 5.
Okay, that's cool. I'm fine with that. They weren't rude to us.
No, they weren't rude.
So, okay, the actual thing, the laughy emoji is like the thing that I hate the most. Oh my God, and I swear, nobody better drop the comment. Put this in their comment today. Sorry, Steve, but I hate when they do the sorry first.
All right, if we do this again, I'm going to be on the lookout for those. Now, if anybody has a small quibble with anything Steve says, then preface it with that, please.
If you put a sorry, Steve, but and then end it with a laughing emote, oh my God.
Oh gosh.
Oh, you've ruined my day.
Wow.
I go into a rage.
Sort of like they go, hey, Stephen Larson, with all due respect, and say something super disrespectful.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. Sorry, but, and then they proceed to give me an opinion.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, your opinion is no more or less valid than mine.
Yeah.
Damn it.
All right, final one here. This one isn't that rude. In fact, it says please.
Oh,
Says, please watch Kevin as Sammy again. Come back and make another video.
see, that's great. I love that. That is actually hilarious. Please go back, watch it again, make another video. You know what that tells me? They want more content from us.
Oh, there we go. See, that's a good way of looking at it.
It is. They'll say, here's the thing about these comments, even the ones that get under my skin, even the ones that are so condescending. And I've been trying to be better about engaging in and like being rude back to people.
Yeah.
They're engaging with the content.
Exactly.
Something that we've said or done has touched them in such a way that they've clicked the button, clickety-clacked, and then hit send. And I'm not even saying that because I know that helps us, because it does. The YouTube algorithm loves engagement. But it's like this person sat and listened to what we had to say and felt such a way about it that they engage. And I actually appreciate that. Win, lose, or draw, I'm cool with that. So all these I'm cool with. I did find one on one of our videos, but this is on the Slammies video.
Oh, all right.
We'll end on this one, okay? And it says this. For the end, when we were talking about the entrances, Slammies,
Yeah.
for the entrance one, I feel like it's not fair to say they're not memorable just because a couple senile old men don't remember them. Here, this is a very rude, but actually fairly accurate point, because the entrances, I was like, I don't remember these things.
I don't take any offense to that whatsoever.
I mean, the accusation of senility is a bit much, but it doesn't necessarily mean we're not old and forgetful.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've crossed the line into senile necessarily.
It feels like it some days.
We are definitely in the forgetful territory.
You got that right.
And I think it's because our brains have been soaking in these skulls for such a long time, Larson.
You know what? I guess that's a true test of if something's memorable or not, whether it can withstand the waning memory of people in their middle age.
And with that, drop us some comments below. And this was fun. We'll do this again sometime.
Sure. Goodbye, everybody.